From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Steve Mattson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, in his last outing, he ended up taking the loss, and really deservedly so. Only threw into the 4th inning and didn't really give his team a chance to win the ball game. Hopefully he'll be a little better in this one.
Billy Hamilton will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. First pitch of the night is over for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case again in this one.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Joey Votto will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Drilled down the line. Right has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Reds are down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Matt Latos, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Alonzo Cochran comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Alonzo Cochran.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So, obviously, they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, the crowd will get on him here, but leading off the bottom of the first, I don't think there's any intention behind that. You don't want to put your guys in a first-inning hold just to prove a point.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
Hey, well, this vet still got it. You know, sometimes you see power really drop off when a guy gets up there in age, but not this guy.
Leto sets. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
1-0 pitch on the way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Runners off for second. Pitch outside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And this is one dude that's tough to phase out there. Now, after getting hit by the pitch, he says, all right, man, you're going to pay for that. He's into scoring position now on the stolen base.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Bourgeois on the move. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they have lots of power, but also lots of speed in that lineup as well. So you need to stay out of the double play situations and work counts.
Bryant Tyner will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook, he might not even give you another chance.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bourgeois giving chase, and he makes the catch for the second out. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Todd Frazier makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Todd Frazier.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Line drive to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Chris Heisey will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Now a swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line in left. And this ball is a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Shortstop, Zach Cozart.
As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting 7.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
No one out with a runner at second. Chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Standing in now, Jason Bourgeois. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Tyner sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Matt Latos gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
Called strike 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-1 Cincy. David Wright settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one, not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Into the seats, 0-1. Latos is ready. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy, and he is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Mark Piazza will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I tell you what, watching this guy play, this is pretty routine. He times it perfectly, goes up and gets it right at the apex, and that's a Gold Glover at work right there.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Neil Walker will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Steve Matson gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They still trail it here 2-1. Billy Hamilton will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Settling in now, Brandon Phillips. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson's after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Into the box now, Joey Votto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Reds are on top, 2-1. Alonzo Cochran takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
And after getting hit in his first at-bat, he's got to be saying, look, enough with the inside pitches already.
Lifted the other way to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it.
Oh, a perfect start to the inning here. You've already set it up with the top of the lineup leading off, so you're thinking, we'll take a walk, maybe a ground ball single. but he gives them a lot more than that. He drills this ball for a leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
One 0 count, here it is. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
This one's flared out toward left. Heisey is over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So with one gone, let's take a brief glance at our upcoming schedule to see what's coming up here on the show. So striding in, number 23, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Chopped weakly to the left. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
The left fielder, number 52,
Yoenis Cespedes steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-1, here it is. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Frazier is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Yet not always an easy play heading toward the stands out there in left field. He's got a few different things to worry about over there, but he stays with it to make it look routine.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-2 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Mark Piazza stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can tell a lot about how effective this guy is going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little bouncer. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 3-2. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Chris Heisey will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Here's the first pitch to him. Granderson will come over to give it a look, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Shortstop, Zach Cozart.
So stepping in, Zach Cozart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. Two runs, 4 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Grounded back up the middle. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
The catcher, number 39.
Yeah, with the runner going on contact right there, this is going to be an RBI ground out as he's in to score and tie this game up.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Two out, nobody on. Line towards center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Lucas Duda will stand in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League.
Lucas Duda.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Latos into his motion. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Showtrack. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Here's Neil Walker, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
this is pulled into right, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Steve Matson comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup, that's a good pitch there to start this AB.
And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Ready now, Alonzo Cochran, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Heisey ranging back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 5-3.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And that guy on the mound, he won't even blink. If he wants to come in again and he thinks you're leaning out, he'll throw that same pitch in the same spot.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to center field. Bourgeois has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 4, 5-3 New York. Leading off the inning, Jason Bourgeois, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
The pitcher, Matt Latos, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And now Latos makes contact with the bunt as he puts it down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Tyner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. On the ground up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
We've talked about his struggles out there. He gave up 6 runs in his last outing, and this is now 4 runs in against him here. So he's definitely been hit pretty hard lately.
Joey Votto steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good changeup there.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Hot shot down the line. Gloved by right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead this one 5-4. Bryant Tyner comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
That's by him for strike 1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! A solo shot down the line in right. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now 6-4.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view, is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The left fielder, number 52.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Six runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Hit hard back up the middle. Fielded by Kozar. A spin and a throw. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, that's a nice play up the middle right there, because this ball's hit sharply. So you can see him really stretch out to get it. Then just sort of take a few steps to steady himself, not rushing anything, and then makes that good throw on the first.
In now, Mark Piazza. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Two out, nobody on. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Latos has his target. Here's the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's a 2-run lead now. It's 6-4. Todd Frazier makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Chopped foul wide of first.
That's foul.
Hot shot on the ground is short. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Chris Heisey will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced, and yet he's getting lit up. I mean, you got to throw first pitch strikes, but they can't be hittable.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Zach Cozart will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score remains steady at 6-4. Alfredo Simon will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 33, Alfredo Simon.
Lucas Duda will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
The batter, number 22.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the two-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. You know, if you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
Neil Walker digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Simon pauses. First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. One and one.
Up at the plate, you've got to be thinking right side, but you know these guys are no dummies out there. They likely won't put anything in a location where he can pull it easily.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Hamilton. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is in there.
He's got to be out there on the mound thinking, what is going on here? He comes in from the bullpen, throws 2 pitches now, and he's given up a double and a single. Makes you wonder whether he'll even get a chance to throw a 3rd pitch.
Standing in now, Steve Mattson. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Alonzo Cochran will be next. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Alonzo Cochran will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
That evens it up 1-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it 7-4.
Oh, and a great swing right there. That's his 3rd RBI of the night, and he continues to swing the bat well.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Hamilton going back. Still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 3-run homer here for Curtis Granderson. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, you know, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Bryant Tyner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And this is taken outside for ball one.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Hamilton in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1.
Normally that two-seamer has a lot more movement to it. It's been pretty straight for him in this one, and he's gotten into trouble because of it.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th, and this is now a 10-4 ball game. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Devin Mesoraco will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Ground ball left side. Light's got it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Jason Bourgeois will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Duda is there for it. Oh, he botched it. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Alfredo
Jay
Your
Bruce
attention,
will be
please.
summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and
Number
one gone in the
32,
inning.
Jay Bruce.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
Runner at first here, one man out. Right on the corner, 2-2.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Grounded up the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with two strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Two out here and a runner at second. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit to short. Cochran is up with it, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Brandon Phillips gets a shot now with two men on and two away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first and third, two away. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Runners at the corners, two men out. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Reds strand a couple, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Manny Parra will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Para.
David Wright gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
David Wright.
Out in front of it, strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And now a jump throw against his body. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Into the box, Mark Piazza, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
It's hard to believe that for all the runs that have been scored, this is just their first walk of the ball game. What they've gotten, they've had to earn it, and they're going to get another base runner right now.
Lucas Duda steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Heisey moves over. He's got it one away.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Digging in, Neil Walker. He singled his last time up. Now here's a ground ball for Cozart. This could be 2. Phillips for 1. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. Leading off the inning, Joey Votto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
A runner at first with no outs here. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. He struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Stepping in now, Chris Heisey. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. None left for Cincinnati, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. As Drupal Cabrera is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Down and away, ball 1. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
In now, Alonzo Cochran, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Hard hit towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Curtis Granderson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And, you know, I'm one of many that enjoys watching Granderson play the game. A lot of people don't know that he wears his socks high to honor all the greats who played in the Negro Leagues years ago. So he tips his cap to the history of the game whenever he's on the field.
Well, the way he plays, he honors the present of the game as well.
And that misses 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Votto, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Into the box now, Bryant Tyner, as this is popped foul behind the plate. It's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
And this would be a great escape if he could strand that runner at third after those back-to-back singles to start things off.
The 0-2 home. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Addison Reed will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Addison Reed.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Zach Cozart, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Zach Cozart.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Reed sets. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Granderson is under it. 1 out.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Messerano.
A reminder that coming up immediately after the broadcast, we'll have full highlights from our ball game here at Citi Field. Devin Messerano stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
1 out, nobody on. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Tyner. 2 down.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jason Bourgeois steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tyner is in pursuit. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 10-4. Good night from Flushing.